out there that's going like come to me. That's like, oh yeah, this is fire. Like I like this. Like I don't. You know what I learned? You know what I learned? I'm tired of dealing with people that you make it so hard for me to deal with you. Convenience is what the world is based off of. You can go get a 2 liter soda right now that's on the shelf that's warm for $2, but that 20 ounce in that cooler is like 350. We're gonna pick the 350 because we want a cold soda right now. Nobody trying to lug around a 2 liter warm soda. You get what I'm saying?
I get it, Sandwich. I
Now,
get
when I
it.
find a nice two
But
liter I like, I take it home and put it in the refrigerator.
and L, he can't make her move how he want.
I
If she
understand.
was to say right now that she only wanted to be with me, I probably wouldn't want that.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
But
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even want
so
that.
so he found something that's good for him right now and on his journey that he trying to
Hmm.
better himself. She know what he want. He know what she want. They know they don't really want each other. So
Yeah, I see. I see what he's doing. So yeah.
And she not lying to nobody else. The nigga in New York, she go to New York once a year. When she go to New York, she's gonna link with that nigga. Her baby daddy worrying about all this other shit.
That's why
They
he
got
said, "Oh, she in New York. Oh, she with her baby daddy. He over there. You know."
and she still pick up the phone for me and be like, "Yo, this what's going on, whatever." Ain't no weird shit. Like I'm like, all right, hit me when you get time, whatever. Blah blah blah. I wanted to run
the
something by
problem
you.
is it ain't
She's
no
like, all right,
problem.
what's up?
That's what we saying. It ain't no problem. She saying it's a problem.
Ain't none.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell me. Be on
If I
be
meet
be on
somebody,
time. She just
if I meet somebody and they
hell.
just as exciting as her,
She go
and I'm fucking with somebody, then
But you
when
be
I talk to her, I'm gonna be telling her, yo, I'm fucking with somebody right now. Blah 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 blah. And she gonna respect that. She ain't gonna be on my line sending me weird ass messages and shit.
I get it. I get what's happening now. So I see it, Sandwich. I just want you to be careful. That's all.
Yeah, this is the most careful damn choice.
Yeah, I mean, for real though.
This
yeah.
is the most because you know what's crazy? Around when I was first started dealing with her, I thought she ghosted me because she did, but then when we talked again, she's like, yo, yeah, I tried to make it work back with Knucklehead, whatever, but nah, he done put his hands on me and stuff. And guess what? I'm not the nigga going over there trying to fight him because he beat her up. Hey, that's you, shorty. You keep going back to I'm not fighting no nigga for you. I ain't doing none of that
He
shit.
said he don't want no commitment.
Yeah,
So
and
he don't want no
I
commitment.
ran
He
into
gonna
bro.
have fun, and that's that.
I ran into bro in the
Ain't no
strip club one
drama.
day,
He know what he
right?
want. Like yeah.
And this was a time where I was just flirting with her online, right? I was just flirting with her online, and he'd come into like the post whatever like that, and be saying slick shit, but then I'm saying slick shit back. But this is during the time where I didn't even meet her yet. I was just like just kicking with her over the phone and shit like that. I ran into her baby father in the strip club, and I noticed him, and I already felt like I'm one of those people I don't like. Like I like approaching everything head on, right there and there, see where it's at. I don't like that uncomfortable feeling. So I'm like, hey, you, bro, like, shorty, what? He like, yeah, whatever, like that. I'm like, all right, well, I'm like, they know me as Shimmy. I'm like, I'm Shimmy. Like, I'm the nigga that be online, you know what I'm saying, flirting with us, saying all this like that. He's like, oh, I know, I peeped you when you was coming in. I was like, all right, that's what's up. I was like, um, I, I hope you don't think I owe you any type of loyalty and nothing like that. If y'all together and she lying, then that's a whole nother story. But she like y'all ain't together, so I don't owe you nothing, partner. And he was like a little salty, saying a little slick shit. But then I'm like, I am in his city because I just popped up. I used to live there. I don't live there no more. So I'm just like, all right, whatever, like that. But I had to say something because I don't like that uncomfortable feeling. I'm sitting in the club. I know who you is. You know who I am. And we're not saying nothing. Nah, let's just get this shit out the way right now. If you're going to do something, do it. Like, I ain't going through that shit, bro. Not over no shorty, man. Like, you can,
That is weird.
it wasn't nothing. So I'm like, all right, it ain't nothing. But I tell you one thing. Everything she got going on, that nigga bring my name up every single time.
I
That
just
nigga
bet he
bring my name
do.
up
I just bet
every
he
single
do.
time. And it don't even be me. It don't even be me. I don't even be the person. I don't even be whatever she got going on. I don't even be there. It don't even be me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
I don't know, Sandwich. I just think You doing what you want to do right now because it's more comfortable for you and your goals. I get it, and I respect that. I respect you saying that. I respect men. A lot of men do it. I see
Yeah.
it all the time. But feelings
I
do
like
it
it a little
I
bit,
first.
mean,
Nikki. I
why
like it a little bit.
would it make more sense, especially if you spent he probably been relationships or been chasing certain women or something, and then where that's at now? What's going on with that now? How many
None of
times you
them are
gonna go
here.
through that before you focus on yourself?
Everybody that's sitting here single, been in relationships, and you're not in a relationships no more. Everybody that's sitting here single, done thought they had somebody and didn't have nobody.
I agree.
All of that shit is you don't know. When you find somebody that just tells you the truth, like there's people I trusted and they lied. So obviously I'm gonna trust somebody else that's gonna lie eventually too. You can't spot out. Nick, everybody's getting better at lying, bro. They getting better. The criminals get better, so the cops got to get better to catch the criminals, right? But as soon as the cops start finding out we used to keep our weed and our drugs in like the wheel well
Switch
or
it
the
up.
tires, that didn't work no more. So we had to be better and find a better stash and find a better lie. People are finding better lies. They are good. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
internet, we got too much access to people. Like I don't. It's hard. Maybe I got trust issues. I don't trust a damn. I don't trust none of that shit unless you telling me some shit where I be like, oh shit, you wouldn't have never told me that before. You telling me this? All right, I trust you. I got a trust for you if you telling me this.
No, facts.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but at the end of the day, even though we go through all that as single people, we still got to stay who we are. We can't let, that person's energy, their outlook, what they do and how they do things affect who we are. We
If
supposed
my
to,
life
like, we're not supposed to change.
if my life changed
I'm out,
and
child.
I happen to live a lifestyle where I require more, then I will go find more. It's just that right now in my life, I don't require more right now. Like that's all I need right there. She's giving me exactly what I need. I don't need nothing else. Like I'm good right now. When I require more, either she gonna give me more or I'm gonna get it from somebody else.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm not really requiring her to give me more. Like I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like some women be wanting that from a nigga for real, like like everybody don't want like they want to fuck with you, but then they don't want to be held with the responsibilities of being with somebody sometimes.
The responsibility of the relationship.
Yeah. And it's cool. That's all right if both parties are doing or wanting the same thing. If both parties are in agreement to it. Like I said, an agreement. I'm in an agreement. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much. But
I'm not like it ain't never like it's not a bad thing what you're doing, Sandwich. I'm just saying as being like your friend or
yeah,
whatever
thank you though.
and talking to you like you just don't want to get caught up in that because emotions come regardless.
That's why your name is Tell Me Your Problems.
Hmm.
That's exactly why that's your name.
I'm single as hell too.
But
That's
you
why that's the
again,
name.
like KLD keep telling you thinking about it like a female. He don't. Why he got to get emotional?
I'm a female, but it's not about him getting emotional. Like to me, I think y'all got emotions too. Y'all be having emotions like
Yeah,
we be
we
having.
got emotional.
Yeah, like so y'all act like come on, bro. Like
But we our emotions don't get attached through sex.
It don't dictate how we gonna live.
But also,
I
this
get
man just
that.
explained
Right.
this whole
We
thing.
control our emotions. We don't let our emotions control us. I mean, at least most of us. A nigga who
Well,
can't control his emotions is usually a bitch ass nigga that's going to jail or dead.
and those are the niggas we don't hang around.
But
We
this
don't.
man
Those
know
ain't even
all.
friends
This,
no
I'm
more.
I
saying
get it,
this is
y'all.
a
I
man
get
that
it.
know
I'm
all the
just saying.
circumstances, and he had just explained that shit for 30 minutes. Do it look like or sound like this dude about to get emotional?
Okay.
Like he just explained for 30 minutes.
All right. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
I got a question. I got a question.
I
I got
get
a
it.
question for the ladies in the room, and this is a good question for your stream, Rello. What's something y'all admire and appreciate about a man that does not benefit you?
It does not benefit me.
Mm-hmm. Something you can admire about a man and it has no benefit to you at all.
Damn, that's a good fucking question. Who the fuck thinks this shit?
Well, I don't know because everything they do will be a benefit, right? If that's my man, everything he do.
Not your man, just a man.
Man,
Oh,
you
a
Just a
man in
man.
general. A
Period.
man,
Yeah.
period.
or man you may like him, may not like him, but
Yeah, you can come up. What can a man do? That shouldn't be that hard.
I mean,
it's hard for them. They can't. It's hard for them to
I
get
mean,
that
because
person.
if it's not, I mean, if it's my man, I appreciate I appreciate everything he do. Men in general, I appreciate them where they at, like where they stand at, like what they can do as far as like how can I say, keeping a balance in a sense.
Right.
So
I'm
that's
like,
appreciative. I appreciate that y'all had the ability to keep the balance. You know, that's appreciative, and that you guys not too much a provider, but you guys kind of like learn how to be. Most men are authoritarian, but not authoritative or whatever. I've met men like that, and that always been attractive to me, like attractive to me. Not in the sense like I want to be with the person, but just that men have those characteristics, that quality or whatever. Um, and natural protectors, natural protectors.
Everything you name would benefit you, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That's what I said. I
Oh,
couldn't
y'all not
answer
about to
it.
do that to
I don't.
her.
That's
Wait
what
a
I
minute.
said.
Time
That's the
out.
best
Y'all not
answer.
about we're not about to do that to her. We're not about to do that to her. No, that's not. The question in itself is basically setting up a woman who ever answers it up for failure to begin with. It's not about something that you admire in a man that a woman that doesn't benefit. That doesn't even honestly really make sense, right? Because the characteristics that you should admire in a person are characteristics that are found regardless of their gender, generally, right? Like the
Right.
question is setting up women for failure just to even answer it,
I
because
mean, you need to
if you
benefit
want
from
them
it.
to answer it, if you want them to answer it in a gender term, then it's automatically going to benefit them, right? Because the only answer you could give is something that is genderless, right? So I admire someone who has a sense of humor. I admire someone who has a sense of integrity. I admire a man who, when I look out at his relationships with his brothers or his mother, right? And
I
that's
accept
that
all of
love.
those answers. I accept all of those answers.
Right.
Right,
Those.
that's genderless.
Yeah, but I was just asking, like, all right, you can admire that about women as well.
Yes.
I get that. I do
I mean,
understand.
yeah, it didn't say it had to be specifically.
But I just asked for men because it's like a lot of women like, oh, I love that this guy does this. Yeah, because it betters your life. Like, are there any things you love that I do that doesn't better your life?
Right.
Right. So
You know what
you
I'm
would
saying?
have to know someone on a personal level, on their friendship, right? That question, what do men admire about women that don't benefit them, or what do women admire about men that don't benefit them? That's, you can't answer that on a superficial level. So personally, the people in my life, I could answer that question because I know them. I would have to know you to know what you benefit, like how,
Okay.
what is that? Now, if you want to do it on a superficial level, right, then maybe if you look at history or something, you could say, I appreciate and admire the way men have traditionally been our military leaders, right? That's not necessarily all the way true now, but you
accept
can
that, though.
go back, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying the question is like setting us up
Not
for a
necessarily.
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that so
All
much.
right,
Nikki,
y'all not about to do that
Not
to her.
necessarily, because you don't necessarily need to be like
Nikki said all the things that I was hoping that somebody would say or come out
right,
and
right,
say.
right. No.
There's too many women
Those are
that can come up with all
great
those
examples. Those are great examples. But we
Great
won't try to. I don't think the question was what is it specifically that men do that you admire. It's, you know what I'm saying? What do you admire about men that you don't benefit from? Not that you necessarily need to benefit from it. You know what I'm
Just think
saying?
about human nature, though. You could, if you
Yeah.
apply that question to people, right? Think about human nature. You would not admire anything about anybody if it didn't benefit you. Just the truth about it, right? Because even if it's something
You admire people. You never admire like an athlete for their talents.
probably because you like, I don't, because I don't like sports. I don't admire them for it. I don't
Or,
think that they,
or a musician or a
No,
poet.
Nikki, you right, because it got to be a motivational factor to
right.
build the admiration. Like, so it got to be something
It-
that motivates you.
It could be a talent, a trait, a characteristic. It don't have to be that.
But
Right,
it
but
would
she's saying
benefit
it'll
me
still
because I'm
benefit
getting
you,
some
though.
pleasure from it. I'm getting
Yeah,
some-
it'll
No,
still
not
benefit
if it's a talent. You just because somebody is nice at it doesn't mean it benefits you exactly.
but I don't admire that. I could say you're nice at it and not admire it.
Well, me and my poetry, I think people admire that because of how my brain works. So they just are so interested in like, yo, his brain works this way. But I get it, you benefit from it if you're being entertained by it. But let's
Or
not
intellectually stimulated by it.
yeah.
I'm like, God damn, he did
Right.
that, them words.
Right. So
That's by the action, but not if he's not doing it. You can still admire him when he's not doing that.
But I only admired him because I knew he could do it.
Because you knew he had talent.
That he could do that though. But if he was like shooting hoops, I don't admire it because it doesn't do anything.
Right. That's because it's a talent that you don't care about.
hey, that dog ass
admiration comes with benefits, period.
yo, Nikki gonna be like, that dog ass nigga got a jump shot. I swear to God he does. He a dog, but that nigga can shoot.
Yeah, for real.
That one thing he could do, he could shoot.
No, but I wanted to come up here and say that, I was listening to the conversation and towards the end of it, you said what I wanted to say, but it was highlighting that at the end of the day, we live in a world where today you can actually find that kind of person that you want. We're not hindered by notions of traditional this or traditional that. So you can be in open relationships. You can be in thruples. You can be in, in spaces where people kind of accept you and allow you to be your authentic self. So if you're saying, yo, I'm not ready to actually really settle and be committed to somebody, and you find someone who's like, yo, that's cool. We're upfront and honest, right?
Yeah.
That's called, what is it called? It's called something monogamy, non-monogamy, but it's basically
Ethical non-monogamy.
There you go. Thank you.
You know what's crazy though? The thing is, like, right, I might be ready for something. I'm just tired of the work it takes to get it. I'm tired of the search. So that's what it is. I'm lazy now. I don't want to do the work anymore. Like I'm tired of it not working.
I don't think it's more of the waste of time and that you could have been doing to better yourself.
But let me just keep this in love for you guys. You're 41 years old, and I know I hear you say it, and I definitely hear what you're saying about being tired of it. But you are past midlife statistic, right?
Yes, I am.
Past midlife, and at the end of the day, you talking about I want to put in this work to up, to better myself and all that. So if you're putting in this work to better yourself, to be by yourself, that's great and perfect as long as you have that as the end goal. But you're gonna still have to put in that work to get that kind of relationship. And this is from somebody coming who has had to put in some work to be in a relationship. And I done got dogged in a relationship and everything like that, but it's been 15 plus years. I'm just keeping a buck. It's life. You're doing life with somebody. At the end of the day, listen, you're 41.
But it's way better.
That working right now, Black men in general, I'm not gonna say Black men in general are the ones that end up in those hospitals, senior homes by themselves with nobody coming to get them. Even when they have been married.
But and a lot of that
That's
comes
because
from
men rather be alone than be into
No. That's not what they say. They don't say it's because they rather be alone, but it's because they wait later in life. And
I'm saying it.
Right? Women,
I'll give an example.
Later in life.
I'll give an example.
Yeah. Divorce later in life.
Yeah. I'll give an example. The world is not the same no more, right? So the things that I used to want from the world, I don't want those same things no more. Like when I was younger, we used to want a record deal. We used to want to be in the music industry. The world is not the same no more with that music thing. So now even the kids that's coming out now, nobody's interested in getting a record deal. Nobody wants to be in the music industry. We just want to be known and make some money for a couple songs so we can bounce into some ads and do some other things. It's just a gateway now. No one's interested in going to get a record deal, because the world does not give what we once wanted from a record deal. So when it comes to women, the world is the things that I was looking for when I was younger. There might have been millions of women offering that I can actually find. There was a pool of 1 million women where I could find what I was looking for. Now there's like two, just two out of the entire world. And I got to keep failing at this thing to find one. And there's only 2 of them left in the whole world. No, I don't want to.
That's everybody saying.
But what I was going to say though, about what Nikki was saying and what he was saying, it's better to work on yourself. maybe be by yourself, but while you're working on yourself, attract the person that's for you instead of chasing and not working on yourself.
That part, Rolo.
You know what I'm saying? That makes way more sense, especially as a man, because we have to constantly work on ourselves. We have to, you know what I'm saying, no matter what.
And I want to take this back. It's not that women are. What I want to say is that women are in those homes as well too. But here's what they're finding: they have their children who come and visit them.
They do.
Men don't. I wasn't trying to say like that. Women
Right.
are there too. Men are there alone, and their family and their children aren't coming. But women, they find their family members still come. They had friends, right? They built out those girlfriends. Their girlfriends are coming to see.
I mean, but women need that though. Men don't.
Yes, men do need it.
Men do too.
Everybody
so
needs it.
men are supposed to be emotional.
I mean, men.
You know a lot of things, Nikki. Now that I'm so happy as a female up here too. Also,
All right, well,
a lot of men, they get under this perception that it's okay to be the way that they are. It's okay to sleep with multiple women, just have fun and be nonchalant with a relationship, not realizing later on down the line, they're going to be 50, 60 years old dating that girl that's 20. You know what I mean? Or just living their life with no type of emotional tie. That's not cool, and that hurts. That hurts so bad.
Why do these men feel like that?
For like 5 years. In my undergrad, I volunteered in nursing home for 5 years. There was so many men in there that were so lonely, that were so sick, that was so sad. And they talk about they being young and all the women they had, how much fun they had, but they don't talk about their marriages.
Right,
you understand?
but most of the time, those are because they are taught wrong. They never were taught to find a wife, find a woman, find it. You know, you're taught to go get as many women as you can. That means you're doing something.
And can we make adjustments on tradition, right? Whereas in what worked for us at one time is no longer the same. We're not on the same page anymore like that, right? So if you look at the tradition,
everything's acceptable now.
If you look at the tradition of marriage, whatever, at one time, a guy married a woman because he was able to take care of her, whatever, but he married her because you wasn't getting the benefits from women without committing to someone. I'm 41. When I was younger, you wasn't getting no coochie unless you was their boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? At one time in my life, that's just how it was. Then it was women didn't have a lot of rights back in the day. So in order for her to sustain and do anything in life, she had to marry somebody that did have rights to go and work and make a certain amount of money. How could this woman ever buy a house if no one will ever hire her for her to make enough money to go get a house?
Couldn't buy a house until after like 1987, just for y'all to know that in the United States it was illegal.
And then they couldn't make enough money to go do none of these things because they didn't have the rights. So a lot of that was taught by their parents. You got to marry somebody that's doing well or doing something for their life. Okay, you had the parents giving their kids not like in like Palestine where they're giving 13-year-olds away, but you had the parents that wanted to see their 16-year-old daughters with the almost 30-year-old man. But that 30-year-old man, no matter how nasty we look at it, he was doing right by her. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm going to take care of her. She don't have to worry about nothing. We're going to do this. At that time, even if we look at it like it's nasty, their intentions at the time wasn't to be nasty. It was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, this, that, and the third. There was no older, if a guy make it to 30 and didn't have a wife, there was no women that was 30 like available to him because they was all married. They married all of them.
Always had a gender balance though. So those 30-year-old, 60-year-old, like they just wanted to be with young girls.
Yeah, always.
I get that part. I do get that part as well.
But just because women empowerment and women equality are equal rights and the things that we're able to do, don't take away the fact of us still being women. We're still women. You're still a man.
I get that.
And I get all the LGBTQT things that's going on, but at the end of the day, the designated roles is a designated role.
I agree with you.
The male is the female. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that one is unequal to the other. I'm just saying one is one and the other one is the other. Right. And a lot of men get caught up in this whole thing, and it happens to females too. So say you dated a bunch of females that just they're not over.
Check out Chico.
I'm not surprised she got banned. My bad.
Say if you dated a bunch of females that's overly masculine. overly masculine, or are you dating a lot of females that live their life a certain type of way? You're gonna think it's okay, you know.
Right,
So
I do understand that.
so you get caught up in the tide of things, and that's how it went. What's
I
going on now?
I
What's
don't have
happening?
the Punani pusher got banned. That's her, right? The Punani pusher.
Oh,
But
was that was that girl named Bankroll Barbie?
yeah,
What she get
she
banned
got
for? Twerking?
doing something nasty, Robbie.
I don't know, but I just sandwich as a friend. I just care about.
Yeah, I thank you though. I appreciate that. I'm not saying what
It's
you just
hard.
named and Euro step into the defense. Idiot boy. They always want to do a Euro step. You was already open. Why'd you Euro back into the defense, fool? But I'm sorry about that. But the funny thing is I totally understand what you're saying. So you're giving me the best advice you can give me coming from your side, which I will never understand your side. So I need
I just don't
your
want because emotions
yeah,
happens. You know,
right.
you could think like it's light and it's this and it's that and it's she don't feel this way, she don't feel that way. But say you meet something that's copacetic, that's for you, that can make you grow and is growing with you, it's going to be a problem.
Nah, it's not because it happened. What I'm saying is me and her won't talk for a month, and it's cool. It's
I
never
get that.
know
I get
where
that. But
are you, what
right
you
now,
doing.
you her security blanket. You're not understanding what I'm saying to you. Saying,
I'm okay with being her security
all
blanket.
right. So
I
say if
benefit
you meet,
enough
all right.
from
Say
it.
if you met a girl and she everything.
Then I'm out of there. I'm with the girl. That's everything.
Okay.
What I'm
And
saying is me
what
and
you
her is
think?
not
What you think gonna happen to that girl that was that? What you think gonna happen to your friend?
nothing because she's good. She doesn't depend on me for too much. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't even talk all the time. When we talk for hours. We cool. She's a G. She a G. So she on her own time. What I'm saying is my emotions are safe within that person. Her emotions are safe within me. It
Okay.
doesn't mean that we have to traditionally be together the way everybody tells us is the goal to be together.
Okay, Sandwich.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it. I understand it. I'm not gonna say
Like
nothing
it works for
about it.
me right now in my life. It works for me right now, and
All
I work
right.
for her right now.
All right.
And how many times me and this girl done chilled and didn't have sex, didn't kiss, didn't do nothing weird, didn't do none of that. Like just hung out. How many times did me and her hang out and she paid for like she like what you doing today?
You
Well, I'm
the
about to come
homie. You the
over.
homie. You the homie.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is with that homie, we still have a certain little percentage of a romantic relationship as well within that homie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're just a homie though. That's what that
And
means.
I'm cool with that because I'm not asking her to make me more.
Okay. So yeah, you
I've
can.
known her too long for if something was gonna happen emotionally, it would have happened already. We known each other too long. We done it went through so much time already. So I would have already developed something. She would have already developed more within the 2-3 years that we known each other. It's still the same like from day one.
It makes sense. I mean, it's rough out here for all. It's rough for me being single.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that I'm doing, I'm doing a lot of good stuff. You know, it's hard for me to. I meet guys all the time. You know, I'm not no model. You know what I mean? I'm not no Barbie, but I meet a lot of guys, and I just don't want to talk to nobody because I feel like it's BS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel. And it's just so comfortable to
But
be able to it's just so comfortable to be able to not be 100% lonely, like 100% lonely, but then like I'm just not really interested. Like I'm not like what's crazy. I set a standard for myself and for like what a man like should be or could be or would be for a woman, whatever.
mhm.
And I look at the type of woman that I'm going to get doing whatever it is that I'm doing or whatever type of energy I'm putting forward. Like there's a certain type of woman that I'm gonna
My
attract.
bad, y'all. I had to DJ this party, so but keep doing what y'all do.
I'm not gonna attract. I'm not interested in the women that I attract right now.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm not interested in the women that I attract right now. So
You know,
maybe I will attract a different type of woman after